My Design Rules is sponsored by Capitec. Better never rests. Previously on My Design Rules, 4 rundown apartments and 4 passionate design duos set the stage for an epic challenge. After completing the final spaces in their apartments, they tackled the last-minute snags, carefully addressing the judges' feedback from throughout the series.
For the past 12 weeks, our duos have completely reimagined, redesigned, and reinvigorated our heritage block of apartments right here in Sea Point. Now they've tiled, grouted, painted, and tested the strength of their partnerships, and today we'll be announcing the winner of our grand prize. Who will walk away with the title and 300,000 Rand compliments of Capitec, and who will be the viewer's choice and claim 100,000 Rand. Now inside, our duos are putting the finishing touches on their apartments. And on the outside, our building is getting her final makeover ahead of our grand finale. This is My Design Rules.
Since her construction 100 years ago, the building has seen it all, and our team has breathed a new life into the grand old dame, including a fresh coat of Plascon paint from Buco as chosen by you.
Now, as you already know, we've been running an incredible competition where you get to decide on the exterior color of our My Design Rules apartments. And our winning color is fresh linen. So if you guess fresh linen, you stand a chance of winning. Megan, I'm so excited about this. Now, which products do you advise to be the best in order to get this color on the exterior of our walls?
I'll recommend the Plaster Primer, which is the Plascon Plaster Primer, 20 litre, and that's as your undercoat. And once that's dry, then I'll recommend the best quality paint, which will be the Plascon Hole in the Wall, which is the finish, a low sheen finish.
To bring a sense of calm to the outside area, a water feature has been installed, and Ryle is in search of the right pump to bring it to life.
I'm dying to find out what products and what solutions you might have for me.
Okay, so we've got the variable speed Zodiac Flow Pro VS, which gives you the opportunity to play around with your RPMs. So your RPMs means is your revs per minute, so you can dictate what your flow rate is of what the pump should deliver. In terms of your water features, actually ideal, because now you can run your pump 24 hours a day, because it's variable speed. And that's where your saving comes in.
To add a touch of greenery to the block, a sleek built-in planter stretches across the front of the property, perfectly complemented by Buco's diverse selection of plants.
Okay, I recognize these. What are they called?
They call it viburnum tenens, and it's 3 meter high, evergreen, got white flowers.
I think what I'm going to do is create that sort of clean finish on the top, which I can do.
You can cut it the height that you want.
And they like to be pruned?
They like to be pruned and evergreen.
I love it. Okay, these are perfect, Nancy. I think we'll take a few of these.
After a speedy delivery, these plants find their new home. And just below, on street level, there's a stylish new look from Swartland Windows and Doors.
I know what you're looking at. They look pretty good, right? Yep. Now, what we've done is obviously replaced the old garage doors and brought in replicas, but we've also added a little bit of a futuristic touch. Oh, that looks cool.
Along with the garage doors, innovative laser-cut aluminium entrance gates by Tilt Screens have been installed.
So we had some fun with that in terms of looking at our patterns and looking at patterns which would really suit the aesthetic of the build and the project, but at the same time the functionality. So definitely gates were needed, and then we also delivered 2 products here for canopies, which you'll see at the entrances.
It fits perfectly with our aesthetic, with the design, but what other patterns do you have that are on offer?
We actually have loads of patterns on our online catalogue on our website. We probably have about 40 patterns at the moment, but the thing with that is that they are both from a trend and design point of view, but also from a functionality point of view. Some people want something which is a bit more closed and will create privacy, or some people want something a little bit more open. So we have lots to choose from.
Carla, one thing I'm sure you've noticed, not only in the outside, but in many different areas in our apartments, we've used klompies, and they really have such an incredible effect. But what would happen if I was to just install it and leave it as is? Is that advised?
It is not advised, Raul. So whether you're going to use them inside or outside, it's recommended that you seal the klompi after it has been laid down. It is a very porous product, so it is going to absorb whatever you spill on it. So the sealant is oil-based, and we have a variety of gloss or matte, so you can customize it to what you need.
This is something I'm really excited about. It is our water feature. Now, how do we make sure when we possibly cladding something like this, we've used slate? I want to make sure that this stays on, gives me that longevity, and I don't get any cracks or pieces falling off.
So Raul, it's all in the preparation. And with a product like cladding, whether it is a natural stone or a cement, we have a specific adhesive in our range that works beautifully for this product. Because it is a heavier product, the formulation of the adhesive will differ from that of a tile. And in the range, we'd have that cladding adhesive that would give you that longevity of the product and also the 10-year warranty.
How do we make sure that we aren't harming the environment or maybe the fish that we might put in a situation like this?
So you would use aquatic friendly products. So whether it is the preparation like the sealant they've used here, or then the end product which you've chosen to use here, the cladding, you would choose a quartz or a slate as opposed to a cement.
While the pond will give the fish a perfect place to chill out, a pergola by Everlast provides the same for the residents.
So these are currently the uprights that will be used for the pergola. So this is our 150 by 50 lifespan architectural beam. So we'll have one posted here, one posted in this area, and these will then attach back to the wall. Want to enjoy the space, the deck, but you want to enjoy it in some shade. So what we've done is we slightly reworked the design to give you a little bit more of a shading element, so you can afford to be outside on a hot day like today. So we're incorporating all three of our lifespan sizes. This will be the 150 by 50. We're going to have a barrier structure. We're then going to have 100 by 30 rafters lined up, and to give you that extra shading element, we're also going to ladder that whole pergola with 50 by 30s.
Oh, I love it. Now we can just bask in the ambiance of our masterpiece.
So yeah, it's pretty structurally intense.
Hey, JC!
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
No, good, thanks. Good.
Listen,
thanks.
bro, I am so excited because I believe what we're going to be installing here is like state of the art when it comes to security and locking up your home, right?
Yeah, it is. It's called the Linus L2 from Yale. I think it's one of the best products, especially for your Airbnb hosts, for anyone that wants a bit of smart technology in their home, controlled through your smartphone, everything in one platform. I just think our security products is definitely a cut above the rest.
Can you take me through how it actually works?
Very easy. So what we've done is we've set it up with a fingerprint for now. Press your fingerprint against it. It opens up the door for you. You still have the functionality of unlocking it from the outside, unlocking it manually from the inside. You can generate key codes for guests to use, for family to use. You can also assign specific dates and time to them so that someone can only enter your property at a certain time. And then, then you've got the functionality of unlocking with your smartphone itself. So your smartphone essentially becomes a key. As long as it's connected to a stable Wi-Fi, you can basically do this from anywhere in the world.
What about with regards to notifications?
For that, we've got something like our smart door viewer. You press it, it rings. It's literally someone phoning you on your phone. You answer it, you can see that person. It's easy to set up. Everything on one app, the Yale Home app, everything controlled from one central point.
And for more smart technology, state-of-the-art air conditioning by Samsung keeps the apartments cool.
What we've done here is we've installed the Samsung project. We've partnered with 4Ways Air Conditioning. They supply Samsung equipment in South Africa. So what we've installed here are the cassette split units. They have awesome functions on them. These are the wind-free cassette units. So what happens is if you reach temperature, the flaps actually close and the wind don't blow on you. So it's it's quite nice to have in the bedrooms so that wind doesn't fall on you, but it actually just trickles through the perforated plates on the cassette panel itself. It does have inverter technology, which means it's quite efficient on power.
What advice do you have for people that are looking to incorporate products like this into their own home?
The first step is to size your air conditioners right, because if you don't size them right, they won't be efficient. You can go very fancy like these ones here. You do have other options where you can put against the wall, but we do a walkthrough with the client. It depends on what they need, their needs are. We will advise and work with the client.
I gotta say, man, I'm loving your products, and especially this breeze brick. Talk to me about clay though, and how you've jumped on this trend and how you are staying on top of it at the same time.
Sure, this is natural fired clay, screen block, breeze block. They go by a range of names. But yeah, super popular in the 70s, 80s, and really making a good resurgence. And we're just doing some of the old traditional designs and coming up with some new and creative ones. A lot of it just fed by people saying, hey, we're seeing this overseas on Pinterest, like, come on, can't you do this?
Aiden, how's it going, man? I see you are admiring your product over here. What do you think about the way that we've incorporated to create a screen or a little bit of a divider for some more privacy?
I think you guys have used it exactly as we intended for it to be used, as a privacy wall. We have two of these products. One of them is straight, extruded straight, and then we decided to cut this one at a bit of an angle. So looking straight on, you can't see through it. And yeah, that gives that privacy factor that we're looking for.
Do we have to stick to a color palette like this when we are incorporating your products?
So we have 3 different base colors of the body of the product itself. This one in front of us being the terracotta, which we call chai. Then we've got another one called espresso, which kind of dark shot of coffee kind of looking thing. And then the latte, which is a creamy white color. Then on top of that, I can still add glazes, and that's an endless range of colors that we can do there.
Up next, the duos fluff their pillows and capture the last moments in the apartments before the judges arrive for their final viewing.
Do it like this. Do it like, get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke. How much can you endure? This is how much we can. Caesarstone, designed to endure life.
It's a bittersweet moment for the duos as they prepare their apartments for the final judging, appreciating their designs and taking it all in for one last time.
Zweli, let's take some photos on our Z Flip and just show our family members what our space looks like.
Oh, perfect.
I'm just really proud of what we were able to achieve in the past 3 months and just being able to see our space come together. I think today, like just standing in the space, it feels so surreal. I feel like our use of marble and just our Caesarstone has like elevated our space, and I think that's a feature that's going to add value, and hopefully the real estate agents pick that up because they know their stuff and they can see the value in our apartment.
Right now, like this needs to open up, then you're like looking into this.
Okay.
We're finally done. I feel like there has to be another snack that's going to creep up on us, but for now, it's done.
Yeah, let's leave it to rest. I'm proud. I'm tired.
Last chance, last moments, and from my perspective, I'm very proud of what we ended up creating.
I agree.
Absolutely.
And also how far we've come together.
Yeah, as a team, you know, it's we came a long way.
So yeah, bro. Had to it up with tulips, our signature sign.
Your signature?
Not mine, I'm not involved. What you mean, bro? Come on, man.
You good?
You know what's up.
The correlation is done. How you feeling?
What can I say, man? The work speaks for itself. And hopefully it's speaking volumes.
Yeah. Proud of you, my dog.
Proud of you, bro.
The overall winner will be decided by the combined score of the main judges, sponsor representatives, and agents viewing the apartments. Each person is given a scorecard to rank the duos. First up, real estate experts from property agencies in the Atlantic Seaboard area.
This is ideal for anyone traveling to Cape Town from abroad. I think this is just absolutely something spectacular.
Yeah, that's very nice. First thing you see when you walk in.
Yeah. And then the curve that is repeated in the room divider, which is also functional.
And the clever wine rack.
Yes.
They've been really respectful to the space, I think, with the texture they've got.
And that's why I think they got away with so many colors. The textures are so soothing that it's not reading as busy. And that's an art. It's a warm room.
It's a lot more warmer in the room here than it is out there with the colors, but it just makes it more luxurious, which I think is great. It still ties in correctly with the rest of the apartments.
So what are your thoughts on this apartment?
I absolutely love it. It is very much my style because of the light colors and how they mix different materials, the wood, and yeah, it feels like air.
Yeah, I really like the continuity of everything. So the colors continue throughout. You've got the matching sofas to the paneling in the kitchen. You've got the light contrast with that dark centerpiece, which I really like, which is raw. And then the curves on everything just makes it feel like it's always continuous. And that's the airy element comes through.
This unit is almost like the romantic unit. You get the color scheme and so on is
so Mexican vibes.
Mexican.
Yeah. Spanish.
It's nice for entertaining, this kitchen. And stand around.
And if you're having a party or dinner party,
Love the size of it.
It all flows quite nicely through the apartment, so it's quite fluid.
Have you seen the bedside tables that they're created? That's cute, I didn't notice that.
With charging ports for your phone, your laptop. Clever in one. Good use of space.
Wow, what a lovely kitchen. Very spacious. I like the contrast of the colors, the white, classic, really looks nice. And also how they use the different materials like this cupboard with this glass.
Look, I think it's a more conventional kitchen. Nice built-in things, good features for the water theme, the blue cupboards.
Beautiful cupboards. Those finishes are amazing. And the wall, how they paint the wall, this technique really suits this apartment.
Very nice.
I think this has got quite a masculine feel.
Absolutely, it's very African.
Yeah, African, more masculine feel.
Nice. Simplicity and neutral. Mine.
The attention to detail is great.
That's big open plan kitchen.
I like this fridge, it's actually quite. Do you know, these are the Samsung fridges where you can choose the different colours. I've never seen that before. Or blue or white.
What a different apartment. I like
Yeah,
so unique. Nice, strong colors, I would say, definitely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, beautiful, warm.
It's really
Very
interesting that they've
nice.
chosen to use this brickwork on the interior of the house. I've never seen something like this before.
This is different. It's really amazing. Check this bath.
Super cool.
So different.
The reds in the grouting, the red tiles, red paint, really does feel like you're on fire here.
Yeah.
That's great.
Kitchens definitely sell apartments. I would say this kitchen it's spacious, it's big, people are going to really like it.
It's storage, it's light, it's really nice.
This is a color story that I recognize. For me, if you're going to bring in color and you're wanting to make it more commercial, retail to resell, you've got to go with a color palette that makes sense to a wider audience.
Yeah, and also it's not the whole kitchen, it's just one little section, so
yeah,
that's very clever.
It's so nice. I love this warm colors and how they use the combination of different natural materials. The wood, this wallpaper, very unique light, natural stone. And the floors. I'm in love with the floors.
The herringbone floor.
Yes.
It's just more...
Classic?
Classic, yeah, absolutely.
Personally, I love the creativity in this one.
Yes.
I think it's very quirky. There's a lot of personality in this. And this room is definitely the strong point, I think, of the whole apartment. I love the way that this feels like a very nice space to be in.
The feeling that we got coming in,
you walk
it's a
in.
light feeling.
You feel at home.
You feel de-stressed almost, you feel so calm, air,
peace,
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they've kept all the colours neutral.
Very
I think
neutral.
that in terms of the resale value, that's going to add to resale because
Definitely.
you don't want it all one, just too flat, because then it's empty and dull.
It's quite versatile because you change the furniture and it becomes a complete different apartment.
And they've got all these textures coming through the apartment.
I've been wanting to feel that actually.
Right, and I think
clever.
that has been
It's
done.
a very clever idea.
It's been done so elegantly because sometimes too many textures can make it too busy, but somehow they've made all these textures work.
Still keeping it clean.
And that's what's creating the warmth.
This feature works. It really works.
If you think of water, you think of a lake or so with swans.
Yeah, and it doesn't. You don't feel closed in. You've still got the lightness of the property, of the apartment, but this feature gives it a bit of character and personality.
If it didn't have those curves and these textures, it could just translate as quite ordinary.
I think they've been very respectful to the space.
And smart integration of the Samsung products as well with the dishwasher and the fridge.
It's been a challenging journey for the four duos, but the hard work is done. Now they take a moment to share a cup of Jacobs and reflect on their experience together.
How's everyone feeling?
Cheers to
How are we feeling?
Nervous.
Nervous is understatement.
Really?
It's only nice. Who honestly thinks they're going to win?
I feel like we're all winners here. We stood the test of time in this whole project. Personally, I'm proud of you guys, but I definitely think, I'm sorry. If I vote, I vote for myself.
If there's anything I'd like to say, I'm proud of you two guys. You guys worked
Yes.
very hard. This first project.
Thank you.
For sure.
Let's collaborate after that.
Yeah. I think shout out to Josh and Amy, guys. I know you also had such a challenge, like not knowing each other. It is crazy to me actually that you were strangers before this.
That was almost a harder challenge than for us doing it for the first
time. Yeah. It wasn't easy. But look, we came up better people, better designers.
To the future, man. To the future. A bright future.
To the future.
We're all going to be fulfilled in some sort of way.
Friends for life.
Up next, the agents have made their valuations. Now the judges and key sponsors take one final look at the apartments and add their scores to the tally.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
Right, team, we've finally reached that moment, the finale, and this, of course, is your last moment and chance to take in the magic, the ambiance, and everything from this apartment before we dive into our final scoring.
What a transformation. Just really stunning. I think the brothers have done an excellent job with their kitchen installation, their kitchen design, and just how it ties into the other spaces as well.
Color palette's quite impressive, I must say, especially how they kept to it in different rooms, but still spreading that color palette in each room individually.
They kind of amplified it or toned it down per room, which is really, it's a good point. It's really well done.
How do you think that it now connects? Do you feel the connection within the entire space?
I feel the theme 100% in this space. It's in all the little intricate pieces, it's the different textures that they've put in here, the different substrates. You've got wood, you've got steel.
Yeah, and also they've taken some of the materials and brought it into the living spaces as well, such as the stone.
I think that they've done a good job with not taking the concept too far, because that just limits your buyer pool if you're at the extreme. So ultimately, I think it's a job well done.
Team Fire's apartment came under fire for their initial kitchen design. But how do the judges feel now?
I was not convinced. When we first came into the space, I felt that this was too big. I wasn't sure. It was bold. I love a bold design. Now I cannot fault it. I mean, I'm sounding like a parrot now because I just can't fault anything. And it's innovative. So I think I was concerned it was too innovative, that they were trying to impress you, Philip. Like, let's see what else we can do. But they pulled it off.
The critique at the time was that the columns on either end of the countertops were a bit too bold.
Yeah.
It impacted the natural light. With the lighting installed, with the various decorative elements, I think the space really does work, and they have been probably the most innovative in terms of challenging the status quo.
Team Fire, my understanding is that they had the least design experience out of all the duos. And you can see it literally burning with passion to put something together here.
They play to their strengths, they play full, they're bold, they like to have a lot of fun and they like to entertain. Theo, do you get that when you come inside this space?
Yeah, no, it's an interesting space. Innovative is the word you used, and I think that they've pushed the boundaries the most. The choice of flooring, the big countertops, the space, the usage of the space. So I think, this one, it may have a little bit of a smaller buyer pool, but I think that a very savvy investor would pick this up and it'll do very well because of its uniqueness.
Team Air overcame many challenges, both in design and personally as a duo.
Well, we're starting off in the lounge and they won the lounge challenge, you know, and being back in this space, it really reminds me that they stuck to their theme of air. I almost want to take my shoes off and just feel comfortable in this space, you know, and that translates. We had a look at the kitchen, Philip, and we had quite a lot of critique on their kitchen initially, but they've made some really smart little tweaks.
They've made some pretty good choices around the color selection that they've gone for. There's some small details that make the space feel very elegant. We know that they sacrificed a little bit of functionality in the kitchen in order to have the larger powder room and shower, but I think they've addressed some of the concerns of the judges, and I'm very pleased with the end result.
I am so impressed. Again, I mean, it just, the learnings, the way it feels, all of us, if we walked into here, you can, you know, this idea of just wanting to take your shoes off, and it's got a powerful impact on your energy. Your space can rise your energy or it can lower it down, and I'm feeling pretty zen.
So it's an amazing job that they've done, and you know, the color scheme is really open and appealing to everybody. So fantastic job.
Well, can you tell that this was put together by a duo that didn't know each other?
Never.
Yeah. No, it's well balanced. So, yeah.
You look at the final product, it seems like it was a breeze.
Team Water have made a number of changes to their final design based on the judges' feedback.
Yeah, I loved the space when we saw it the first time, and now to see how everything has come together with their furnishings, with the rest of their cabinetry and their living area, I think they've done a tremendous job.
Once again, all the little snags that we saw the first time, they've managed to fix those, and not just fix them, actually make the space work much better now that they've got that done. Still my favorite kitchen, and I'm going to be a bit selfish and say I really love the way that they've designed this. I can actually almost want them to come and design something at my space, you know, and I can see how this can scale up, can scale down into different or modular pieces.
It's amazing to see what the guys have done. I personally love the bathroom with the his and her showers. The use of color is amazing.
They have taken our advice. Remember, there was that Loch Ness monster green in there?
Yes.
And the powder blue here. In terms of tying things together, they've adapted, which is so important.
I've got the hard part here that you need to fill out. These are your voting sheets. That's for you, Val. Philip, you can grab one. And please, can you rank our apartments and duos from 1st to 4th place?
Being on My Design Rules has definitely been a journey, and the impressions of what I've seen today as the contestants finally finish up their apartments, I'm just absolutely impressed and incredibly proud at the work that the individuals have brought to life here.
I feel super proud. I am quite a judgmental person. I hold this industry in high regard, and I think it's very important that we hold each other accountable. We can't all be patting each other on the back all the time. We have to make good designers. It's our job to create the conditions for the next generation of designers. So I am incredibly impressed.
Anticipation builds as the duos await the verdict. But first, some special awards from the sponsors to be taken into account by the judges in their final decision.
Well, contestants, obviously this is our final day, and what an incredible occasion it is. I've got Philip here from Easy Life Kitchens who wants to talk to you about the incredible job you've done and also something special.
Easy Life Kitchens is very proud to have been part of My Design Rules in 2024. And we would like to give away an award to the duo that has shown the most innovation with the use of Easy Life Kitchens products, not only in the kitchen, but in the bedrooms, the en-suites, and in the powder rooms. The standards that you guys set were really, really high, and the innovation that was shown was really something very special. And the winning duo is Team Fire.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Feels good to win something again.
I don't know if you expected that or not, but how do you feel?
Oh, amazing. I think our kitchen was such a bold choice, and it was definitely a risk that we took, you know, this cool kitchen that we'd heard of at Milan. So we are so glad that we are now reaping the rewards of it on judging day. So grateful.
Yeah, and even the bedroom, you know, that integrated,
wardrobe situation that we had going on. I think it was all something new, something fun, and we definitely had so much fun learning.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think for me, when I looked at all the cabinetry that you put into your apartment from Easy Life Kitchens, you really pushed the boundaries. You took some chances, especially with the mixture of the colors and the textures, but it actually combined really nicely, and you showed something very unique. You were bold, but you stuck to your plan, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you so much. Can I give a shout out to our Easy Life consultant, Jade Benz.
Jade Benz.
She definitely...
Somerset West.
Somerset West. She definitely had a hands full with us being first-time designers, but she definitely guided us.
Made it come alive.
Now, of course, we are not stopping there, because with the amount of hard work and dedication that you put into your apartments, we wanted to further acknowledge all of that and bring in Lesego to pay homage to the hard work you put in.
At Buco, we love celebrating every beginning, because you know that beginning is the journey towards a successful project. You've all got fantastic futures ahead of you in terms of design, and I look forward to following your careers and see what else you're going to do. The winning duo, as voted by from Buco employees, is Team Water.
Hey! Well done, well done. Well done, bro. Great stuff, guys. Guys, any words?
Very excited to be recognized by Buco for our DIY efforts. We really worked hard, and we are really happy to be winning this award.
Well deserved, guys. But wait, we've got a little something extra for you.
Extra?
We can't let you walk away with the DIY award without having some DIY stuff. So, from Matus and Buco, we've got a fantastic DIY box for his and hers.
Oh, wow. Wow. Nice.
Winning the Buco DIY prize makes us feel really proud.
Being a designer and being able to create like key furniture pieces ourselves is so rewarding, and it just feels like we can create whatever we put our hearts to.
Okay, congratulations to both of you. Really deserve it. And again, I think on behalf of My Design Rules, we've got to thank Buco for coming through, being a part of this journey from the very beginning. Your expertise, the options, it really has been the reason why I think we've been able to turn these spaces into the pure magic that it has become. So thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, Raul, and thank you so much to the duos. Raul, you said it perfectly. Buco has been here from the beginning, and as we say, begin with Buco.
Up next, the final sponsor judges cast their votes for the winning apartment. Plus, find out how you can win 5,000 Rand from Capitec. Stand a chance to win a weekend away in the winning apartment with Buco. Dial *120 *62800# and follow the prompts to enter. Begin with Buco. After a long day of anticipation for the duos as the judges review their designs, adding the final input, Capitec and CTM have their say.
Sudesh, obviously you had the first instant of seeing them really work some of your products. Now that you're seeing it in the entire space, how do you feel about it?
Well done. I have seen this place from day one, and to see it in its form now is really impressive. I can see you've taken global inspiration and being locally relevant in terms of how you brought it together.
First thing, I'm impressed with this piece of work. I mean, it really captured my attention. What made you guys pick this for this room?
So the beautiful artwork is done by Luis Mkhize, who happens to be our cousin, and the name of the art piece is called The Victory, or To Conquer Self. So while we were doing this, we hit like a couple of walls in terms of like energy, like we'd reach our ceiling and be like, I can't do this tomorrow, but you have to show up and be present and bring in an energy and a warmth which interprets itself in the space.
With obviously being a part of our entire project, and again, we are so grateful for you being the reason why a lot of this could happen. What are your thoughts when it comes to value being added here?
Yeah, I love the warmth when you walk in. It feels warm, and the use of texture, but you did have a budget.
Yes.
And I can see like very expensive furnishing, or what looks like expensive furnishing. How did you find the budget?
We have to ask for a lot of discounts, actually, to be honest.
Negotiate.
We had to negotiate. We had to speak to our connections. You know, the Buco chair there, it's a local made chair designed by me and my brother. We had to use very local brands. So we talked to them and negotiated our prices and still kept the elegance and the sophistication, you know, in the design.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
As bold as they were, do you think it's paid off? Juanita, what are your thoughts?
I think so. I think, I mean, if you just look at the color palette, I mean, it's a very bold color palette. And, you know, it's from one spectrum to the other. Like, I'm sure there were challenges just within that alone.
Fire, you think, okay, we have to go red almost, but then we actually looked at the full spectrum and there's down to the wall color. We like wanted a light color, but there's a pink tint to it.
Could you maybe tell me about this piece? Because my eyes keep coming to it.
We love a DIY project, so we got these tiles from CTM. It was actually one of the first products that we saw and we just fell in love. So there's a yellow one over there and one of the sides is even orange.
You know, fire represents so many different things. It's kind of like dangerous, it can be sexy, it can be moody. So we said the lounge was going to be the adult playroom. So these kind of represent Legos, adult Legos, like the bigger version of that.
I love the use of color. Definitely bring that across. The way you've brought the Kocha ceiling, I think that it's really beautiful and the color is very on trend.
Thank you so much.
And the clumpies.
Clumpies everywhere.
Clumpies everywhere, which ties into the heritage. So I think really the use of it worked really well.
They've definitely come a long way since the very beginning. From your side, what are you thinking with regards to the feel, your first impressions of the space, and maybe any questions that you might have as well?
Very beautiful space, and you do feel the air when you come into this room, which is fantastic. And also the light coming in is just beautiful, makes you feel relaxed. You just get, right now I just want to lie down in that chair. So great work.
Yeah, I love the flow of the place. I mean, it really does feel eerie when you walk in, but I've noticed the artwork and your name on it. Is that you?
Yes, I did paint this on.
Lovely, lovely. It fits it very well.
Thank you.
We were chatting earlier and I think you've definitely kept consistent with your design language, the curved walls, the use of the Kit Kat tiles, and overall I think really good job, well done.
Thank you.
You should be very proud of the work you've done and come a long way from the first challenge.
Are we feeling the serene? Are we feeling the calm in this space of water, Floyd?
It is flowing, and then that art piece there, the blue just brought me back here. And you also touched a lot on the rustic feel, the orange as well.
And I can definitely see the signature look that you created in our store in the first challenge. I can definitely see the handwriting and the signature coming through, the luxe feel, even the kitchen space flowing into the lounge. I think it just really works and created that fluid look you're going for, and well done.
And tell me about the windows. Are these original windows? Are they heritage windows? Did you keep them, or the arches?
So the original windows in the apartment were steel and then they were changed to aluminium, and now we've actually just changed them back to steel, which kind of celebrates the building and its heritage.
You can definitely celebrate this space and the masterpiece you've created. And I'm going to say well done while I ask our team to get voting. You ready?
Yes.
We are ready.
Let's get to it.
This is it. Already.
It's like I'm not excited, I'm not nervous, I'm really like neutral. So it's like a neutral feel and like, yeah.
Going into the final verdict, we feel extremely nervous.
Finale.
Wow, duos, judges, and all of our partners involved in this absolutely incredible journey. Can you believe that we have reached our crescendo? This is our final verdict. Before we do anything though, we have to extend massive thank yous to everybody that's been a part of our magic. And firstly, starting with Capitec, a massive thank you to you for being our absolute invaluable partners. You really truly believe in talent in our country, and I can't help but just draw to to something personally. When I started my career, you were there and you believed in me, and look where we are now. And I can only imagine that for all of our duos, the belief that you have in them is going to literally transcend their careers to potentials that they never thought they could even reach. And with that, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. To Private Property and all of our agents, your advice throughout this journey has been so invaluable. Theo, I remember us standing in a wall of concrete, literally having a conversation and thinking about where we've come. A lot of it is thanks to you. Your advice, your expertise along this way has been so appreciated. The walks along the promenade for our duos has been invaluable, and I want to thank you so much for being a part of this. Next up, obviously, a massive thank you goes out to Buco. Literally, all of their materials, all of their suppliers have been involved in making this come to life. I think you can all agree with me that these materials have been absolutely invaluable to this process. Now, we also have partners that have allowed us to really bring to life the heart of our home. A lot of that is thanks to CTM. So, Sadesh and your team, you have been incredible. Not only providing us with the opportunity to find our top 4 duos when we started this journey, but also right throughout the entire process. There's been so much that I and everybody else has learned, and you've allowed us to really bring our visions to life. So we can't thank you enough for being a part of it. Next up to Easy Life Kitchens. Wow, when we talk about the heart of the home, let's talk about the kitchen. I have not realized how much you can do in a space like this, and what all of you have done along with our designers at Easy Life Kitchens. Absolutely incredible. We really have elevated that space, and I feel like the heart is beating stronger than ever before. Next up to Caesarstone for providing us with absolutely quality finishes when it comes to the surfaces in our apartments. Definitely feel like those elevated our designs. And a big thank you to Restonic for anybody that is going to be staying in any of these apartments. We know that they're going to be sleeping in style and, more importantly, getting an absolute quality night's rest.
The bed in a house is the heart of the household. It's the place, the sleep sanctuary that recharges the body. And it's so important for everyone to get a good night's rest, because every good day starts with a good night's sleep.
And a big thank you obviously goes out to Samsung. I think when we talk about the future, we are looking at it, and along with the electronics as well as the appliances, we really were able to tick the box and bring this beautiful old lady to the future and beyond. And last, but certainly not least, our duos, the future designers of our country. You have absolutely stepped it up beyond what any of us could have ever imagined. I don't think that these thank yous can really echo how much work you put into this. I know you'll probably be really emotional having to leave this, but you can be proud looking at something that you created, that you designed, and that you brought into our world. With that, I think we should say thank you to our duos.
Up next, after weeks of hard work and emotional ups and downs, find out which duo walks away with a grand prize of 300,000 Rand from Capitec.
Whether you're looking for a lock up and go, or a settle down and grow, an office for your booming business, or a safe haven, we have a space for you.
Capitec. Do it all on our app. Just like that.
We're going to be handing over to Sudesh now to award the best use of tiles from CTM.
And the CTM award for the best use of tiles goes to Team Water! Congratulations. Congratulations. There you go.
Well done, guys. Anything you want to say?
Thank you so much to CTM for sponsoring us your amazing selection of tiles. We were really amazed by your different options, and we just felt like that blue really complemented our theme of water and our space, and we're just really grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now, as you know, one of our big prizes was 100,000 Rand, compliments of Capitec Business, and that's for our Viewers' Choice Award. And right throughout this entire competition, our viewers have been watching you, eagerly voting and eagerly getting behind our duos. And I'm going to ask Floyd to do the honors.
To the team that has captured the heart of South Africa, The winners are Team Water.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Guys, congratulations. How are you feeling?
I feel really good. We really appreciate the support from South Africa. Like coming from a small town, it really means a lot to us.
Yeah. Well done, guys. You have made Richards Bay proud. Before we hand out our main prize, Theo would like to just add a few words.
Private property being part of this journey from the very beginning, we worked with 12 agencies that came and helped to value the properties and help pick the winner. And it was a really tough decision. And ultimately, I think we did a good job all together. Everyone should be proud of what you've been able to achieve. In 13 short weeks, seeing this heritage home coming to life, every single apartment is unique and amazingly put together. And I think that our judges had a tough job in picking a winner. And I'm going to hand over this to Juanita on behalf of Private Property and all the agents that helped to judge, to hand over the final prize to the winner.
You have all worked so hard. I mean, really amazing and well done. And what you've done in this short space of time and on a budget, you should all be so proud of yourselves because you've all added immense value to each of the apartments. So seriously well done. I mean, it was really, really tough. There was only a 1 point difference between second place and first. And without further ado, the winner of the 300,000 Rand cash prize from Capitec Bank is Team A.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Well done, well done.
And that's
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. What do you guys have to say?
We've come a long road and a lot of team building. That's what I can say.
My heart is pumping out of my chest. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for all the support and the help and, you know, all of us working together. We really did, and we all really are winners together.
Really are.
We've put a lot of hard work, late nights.
Plenty of them.
And yeah, here we are. And thank you for investing in us.
Yes.
I think, you know, coming from almost the last place on the C10 Challenge, and to actually be here, it's truly an honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winners of My Design Rules 2024, Team A, Amy and George!
It feels amazing being able to take home the Viewer's Choice Award. Thank you to the whole of KZN that voted and were behind us. And from a small town of Richards Bay, this means so much to our town and so much to us.
Very proud of our team, our teamwork. You know, we've grown. Proud of my brother. You know, we've been doing this for a very long time now. It's another day at the office. Some days you win, some days you lose. It's all part of the journey, but overall, very happy.
Emotional times, guys. It's been such a wild ride. I feel like everyone is a winner, but it all makes sense. I feel like anyone could have deserved to win.
Yeah, it's over.
Suddenly it's over. It's like, what are we going to do with ourselves now? I'm going to miss everyone. Yeah.
I'm going to redo my room tomorrow.
For me, Team A was my favorite. I really like what they did with the bedroom, and 300,000 Rand, it's an incredible prize, especially to see where they've come from, struggling in the beginning and to really finishing on top. So well done to Team A.
We are the winners of My Design Rules.
We are the winners.
And with that, the journey on My Design Rules draws to a close, with Team Air being crowned the winners and Team Water walking away as the viewers' favorites. Now you still stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash, courtesy of Capitec. We want to know, whose apartment would you love to spend the night in? To enter, reply to the competition post on the My Design Rules social platforms and include hashtag Capitec and hashtag My Design Rules.
My Design Rules is sponsored by Capitec. Better never rests.
Another feel-good production.